Your life will always matter more to me than my own.
Are you okay? Hang on! Ethan! Go, go, go!
Oh, there he goes again off the cliff. We've all seen bits and pieces of the long-awaited Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Tom Cruise and his IMF team all back to track down a new AI weapon that could threaten all of humanity. All that, plus Tom Cruise has turned up the old stunt-meter to super high on this one. Returning to the popular franchise also is Simon Pegg as tech genius Benji, along with Ving Rhames and Rebecca Ferguson. And Simon joins us in studio this morning.
Good morning.
Shouldn't you be putting your hands in cement someplace this morning, or come and join us? We appreciate it. Welcome back.
It's lovely to be back. I'm delighted that I got the chance to swing by, so thank you.
I can't believe they had Tom Cruise doing that stuff. Did they ask you? Look, you've got quite a resume. They didn't ask you to do that stuff?
I do it before him just to test it out, just to make sure it's safe. I don't like him doing things like that, so I always like to do it first.
Yeah.
It's got to be unbelievable. You're on there and you're like, what are you doing?
It is. Well, it's impossible to say that to him. On several occasions, I've gone up and said, "Are you sure about this?" But I know I'm talking to a brick wall, because once he puts his mind to something, that's it. He's going to do it.
He is driven, isn't he, about these stunts and doing them himself?
Yeah.
Everything, right?
He's incredibly driven, and it's because he knows the value of it in terms of the audience. You know, he cares so deeply about the audience and about their experience. He knows that if he does it, it just means more, you know. And also you can keep acting. When it's an actor doing the stunt, you know, they can continue the performance. When a stunt performer comes in, they often just do the stunt because they're not an actor. Whereas Tom, as you see in that clip, he delivers a line in free fall, which I don't think, I mean, not just free fall, but a base jump, which is like a low altitude jump, obviously just off a cliff. I mean, no one else does that stuff.
Crazy. Yeah, it's go ahead. Sorry.
Have you ever read your IMDb page? It's a lot of fun. Do you know what it says about you? It says, often plays losers and underachievers.
Hey, listen, there's nothing wrong with typecasting.
So when you get a phone call, you're like, great.
I got it. It's me.
I know who I need for this job. I know a good loser and underachiever.
But you make us love you, right?
So that's the thing. Everyone loves an underdog.
Yeah, you're
So
right.
you come in sneaky.
I heard you talking on the Smart List podcast about
Yeah.
your role of Benji in Mission Impossible. You said, I'm basically his GPS. Like, Benji, where do I go? Turn right.
I am. The fun thing is for me is that I get to be on the B side of a lot of these stunts. So I'm the one that sends him up to that mountain to jump off the cliff. I'm the one that's leading him into danger. So I'm featured in that moment, but I'm just sat there on my computer, being a loser and an underachiever.
I love that scene because he's going, are you sure I'm not going the right way? You're like, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little about the making of this, because this was smack in the middle of the pandemic when you guys were making this, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, it was late 2020 when we started. We started in September. The world was still in lockdown. We started in Norway, then we went to Italy. We were in Rome and Venice, both of which were practically deserted. It was strange to be in Venice and have nobody there. But Tom was just determined not to let the pandemic beat us or beat the film industry. For him, he saw it as an existential threat to the entire industry, not just our film, but every film. And for him, you know, theatrical movies are his life, literally. And so he found a way, and we blustered through, and we invented how you make a film during a pandemic as we went along. We were tested constantly. We lived in bubbles. And yeah, there were shutdowns and delays. It took 3 years to make, slightly longer than normal, but we did it. And so the next pandemic comes along, we can just make a movie.
You'll be set to go
right in the middle of it.
What's the Tom Cruise experience like personally? There's been so much written about him, of what he's like and what he demands of people around him.
Yeah.
I've been around him so many times, and he couldn't be nicer and more personable.
Yeah, he doesn't demand anything, but you kind of get swept up in his sort of drive and his ambition and his passion. That's the thing, he's so passionate about cinema. Since he's a kid, you know, he's loved it, and he studies it, and he's continually learning. And in the eye of the storm that is Tom Cruise, you know, is just a guy who loves making movies, and I love him. You know, he's a sweetheart, and it's fun to be around. And sometimes I can remind him that he's Tom Cruise, and he finds that very funny.
So, do you get questions, what's Tom Cruise like, more than when will you make another Shaun of the Dead movie? Which do you get
It's
more
about
often?
50-50, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's a funny one with Tom, because it's a question that, you know, as someone who's known him for 17 years, it's kind of amusing. With Shaun of the Dead, I guess frustrating, because in a way it makes me think, well, wasn't that one enough? You know, some films demand sequelization. Mission Impossible is an ongoing story, and the stories that you can have with those characters, there's so much room for further adventures. Shaun of the Dead is a story which begins and it finishes, and Shaun's arc is complete. And to add to that,
Oh, come on, Simon, it was so great.
yeah, but
so
the
great,
sequel to
come
Shaun
on.
of the Dead was Hot Fuzz, and the sequel to Hot Fuzz was The World's End. So that little trilogy of films are like a thematic trilogy.
So does it have to stay a trilogy? I mean, Nick Frost, it sounds like you guys are great friends. And
Oh, yeah.
So do you plan more projects?
100%.
Yeah.
Edgar Wright and myself are always talking about what we're going to do next. We have to be careful not to just repeat ourselves. We want to do something different, something challenging, and so we're in the thick of talking about it. It's just, back then when we made Shaun of the Dead, all we did was sit around talking about zombies. Now, you know, Edgar's doing this, Nick's doing that. I'm, you know, telling Tom Cruise to jump off a cliff.
Yeah. We were showing a clip a while back ago, but you playing the violin with Coldplay, and that you play a lot of different instruments.
I don't really play the violin.
Oh, you don't
I
really?
was miming. Yeah.
We were so impressed.
I have played tambourine. I did play tambourine with Coldplay at Wembley last year, which was a lot of fun. I'd known Chris a long time, and you know, since before everything went crazy for both of us. So that's been a fun journey.
You
with
are
him.
such a good thespian. I believed you were playing that violin.
I'm a good mimer. Yeah.
And then the Star Wars people, the Star Trek people, you've done both of those worlds too.
Yeah.
I mean, like you're the perfect nerd.
Apparently so. Yeah.
You have a poster of Carrie Fisher on your wall when you were a kid. Is that a true
I did.
story?
I used to.
Not Farrah Fawcett.
No,
Carrie
well,
Fisher.
She was around at the time, and I remember being vaguely aware of her. I was only 7 when Star Wars came out, so I was pre kind of romantic love. It was, but for me, Carrie was like the first crush I ever had, and I had her picture, and I would very demurely kiss it before I went to sleep. And I told her about this once, and she said, "Do you feel better for telling me that?" And I was like, "I don't know." I feel slightly ashamed talking about it.
It's so great to have you here. Thanks for coming in.
Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 opened in theaters last night. It's opened wide today. I'm giving it a big old Dean's List A when I give the full review on it later on this week. See it on as big a screen as you can. Simon Pegg, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, guys. Always a pleasure.
Great to meet you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
so
You too.
much.